I'm going to read out lesson 2 from your English reader. The lesson is Arachne. Arachne was a young girl in Greece. Her face was pale but fair, and her eyes were big and blue. The only thing she did every day from morning till night was spin and weave. The things which she wove on her loom were the finest. The cloth which she made was so thin and soft and bright that people came from all parts of the world to see it. "Who taught you to spin and weave so well?" someone asked. "No one taught me," she said. "I learnt it myself. But it may be that Athena, the goddess of wisdom and craft, taught you, and you did not know it." "Athena, the goddess of wisdom? Bah," said Arachne. "Can she weave things like mine? Maybe I can teach her how to weave." Then Arachne looked up and saw a tall woman wearing a long cloak. Her grey eyes were so sharp and bright that Arachne could not look in them. "Arachne," said the woman, "I am Athena, and I have heard you boast. Do you still mean to say that I have not taught you?" "No one has taught me," said Arachne. "I can weave as well as you." Then Athena said, 3 days from now there will be a weaving contest. You weave on your loom and I on mine. Great Jupiter, who sits in the clouds, shall be the judge. And if your work is best, then I will weave no more. But if my work is best, then you shall never weave. Do you agree to this?" "I agree," said Arachne. When the time came for the weaving contest, all the world was there to see it. Great Jupiter sat among the clouds and looked on. Arachne wove a beautiful web. It was so thin and light that it would float in the air, and yet so strong that it could hold a lion in its cage. "No wonder that the girl boasted of her skill," said the people, and Jupiter himself nodded. Athena took the sun rays that covered the mountain top, and the snowy cover of the clouds, and the bright green color of the fields, and the purple color of the forests in autumn, and then she began to weave. She wove a web of beautiful pictures in the sky. There were pictures of flowers and gardens, castles and towers, men and beasts, giants and dwarfs. Those who saw it forgot all about the beautiful web which Arachne had woven. Arachne herself was ashamed and afraid when she saw it. "Oh, how can I live," she cried, "now that I must never weave again?" When Athena saw her crying, she took pity on her. She said, "I cannot free you from the bed, but I will give you a new form so that you can keep on weaving." Then she turned Arachne into a spider, which ran away and began to weave a beautiful web. Now, some of the words and meanings given there. Pale, having less or no color. Spin, make thread from cotton or wool. Weave, make cloth from thread. Loom, a machine for making cloth from thread. Cloak, a loose and long piece of clothing worn like a coat. It does not have sleeves. Boast, talk with a lot of pride about one's abilities. Web, woven cloth. No wonder it is not surprising. Now children, we had done this lesson earlier, but I read it out for you because what I want you to do is take your book, sit quietly in some place and read it loudly. It will help you to improve your reading, your English, and you will also enjoy the lesson. Okay, bye.